know you make me wanna shout, kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, throw my head back and shout. Come on now, don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say yeah, 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 yeah. Shout, hey, 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 hey. You know you make me wanna stop, 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 You know you make me wanna.
Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away, get away, get away. Better know that I don't and I won't ever stop. Cause you know I gotta win every day. If you really wanna pop me, just know that you will never flop me. And I know that I gotta be a little cocky. You ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go and then I gotta get it, then I gotta flow and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing a nigga think that he be doing, cause it doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna dead it. Then I'm gonna murder everything and anything about a boom, about a bing. I gotta do a lot of things to make it clear to a couple niggas that I always win and then I gotta get it again and again and again.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute.
Hold up.
People, people.
Everybody in the booth can tell myself apart from you. Now that we're dancing, people, dancing, people, dancing, people, dancing,
Happy after joint dancing, dancing on the people, people dancing on the people. I got people on the people, people dancing on the people with the people on the people. Smoking CO2, dancing on the booth, hanging from the people on the people. My people on the people, people dancing on the people.
Smoke weed every day.
Put the fries in the bag.
Hold up. Wait. All my niggas if you think they saw. We gon' play. We gon' rock it till the wheels fall off. Hold up. Wait. All my niggas who be acting too bold. Take a seat. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey.
Who do you want me to be? Cause I'm too messy, and then I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job, and you asked where the hell I've been. And I'm too perfect, so I open my big mouth. I want to be me, is that all? Whisper in my ears like a kid. Will words be nothing? I go la la la. I'm turning up the fire when you speak. Cause if my heart can't stop it, I'll find a little round and I go. And I'm too clever, and then I'm too fucking dumb. You hate it when I cry, and this is that time to run. And I'm too perfect, so I show you that I'm not. 1,000 people I could be for you, and you hate the fucking love. yours, damn right. It's better than yours, I can teach you, but I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours, I can teach you, but I have to charge.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours, I can teach you, but I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours, I can teach you,
But I have to charge.
I go on and on, can't understand how I last so long. I must have superpowers, rap 225,000 hours. Get a calculator, do the math. I made 1,000 songs that make you move your ass. For the last 300 months, I made 16 albums. Me, I'm broke, and they bug. When you get your beats, I heard 93 rappers say bitch like me. 2 singers and 10 comedians, and I'm still gon' yell it every time you see me in. What's my favorite word? Why you gotta say it like short? So they can't play on my court, can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the court. Go to this.
I like that you're looking at me, up and down so effortlessly. Pull around and baby we'll fall in love. Yeah, getting late and harder to breathe. Let you take the best of me, yeah. So you better be careful with my heart. I know when I open up the door, I'll find just the thing I wasn't looking for. Oh, you look like trouble. I could be in trouble, falling in your arms again. Got me seeing double, and I think I love it, baby. Here we go again. You look like trouble, 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 trouble. You look like trouble, 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 trouble. You look like trouble, 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 trouble. And I think I love it, baby. Here we go again. You gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. Knowing the heart, you can't shame me. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. 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 When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be.
And I got a really big team, and they need some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings. Better be coming with no strings. We need some really nice things. We need some really big rings. I got a really big team. They need some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings. Better be coming with no strings. We need some really nice things. We need some really big rings.
No place I'd rather be. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. If I told you this was only gonna hurt, if I warned you that the fire's gonna burn, would you walk in? Would you let me do it first? Do it all in the name of love.
Saucing, saucing, saucing on you. I'm swagging, I'm swagging, I'm swagging on you. I'm ballin', I have a song on you.
In the name of love, name of love, in the name of love.
Saucing, saucing, saucing on you. I'm swagging, I'm swagging, I'm swagging on you. I'm ballin', I have a song on you.
What the hell? What the hell? What the heliante?
Hollywood. Okay. Oopsie, made a oopsie. Don't wanna have to turn a nigga guts into soup beans. I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Oh, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream?
Girl, let's go put some miles on it. Back of the Chevy with the engine running. Just you and me in a truck bed wild like a California king. We could break it in if you know what I mean.
I'm losing it. I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy.
Girl, let's go put some miles on it.
Somebody's watching me. I'm losing it. I'm losing it.
When a fire starts to burn, right, and it starts to spread, she gon' bring her attitude on. You know what you like. When a fire starts to burn, right, and it starts to spread, she gon' bring her attitude on. You know what you like.
I'm losing it.
Straighten up, little soldier. Stiffen up that upper lip. What you crying about? You got me. Haley, I know you miss your mom, and I know you miss your dad when I'm gone, but I'm trying to give you the life that I never had. I can see it sad, even when you smile, even when you laugh. I can see it in your eyes, deep inside you wanna cry, cause you're scared. I ain't there, daddy's with you in your prayers. No more crying, wipe them tears, daddy's here, no more nightmares. We gon' pull together through it, we gon' do it. Laney uncle's crazy, ain't he? Yeah, but he loves you, girl, and you better know it.
What's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. I'm T-Pain. You know me. Convict music, never go. We gonna buy your train. Oh, I'ma take it home with me. I got money in the bank. I'm in the great Cadillac. We in the bed like ooh, 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 ooh. We in the bed like ooh, 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 ooh. We in the bed like.
Hands up! Hands up! It's another one, and another one. Yeet, yeet. Why you all in my ear? Talking a whole bunch of shit that I ain't trying to hear. Get back, motherfucker, you don't know me like that. Get back, motherfucker, you don't know me like that. Yeet, yeet. I ain't playing around. Make one false move, I take you down. Get back, motherfucker, you don't know me like that. Get back, motherfucker, you don't know me like that. Yeet, yeet. Why you all in my ear? Talking a whole bunch of shit that I ain't trying to hear. Get back, motherfucker, you don't know me like that. Get back, motherfucker, you don't know me like that.
Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Touching hands,
reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've inclined to believe there never would. Oh, no, no.
Approval.
And I really like the way and I really like the way you
Phase.
girl, I really like the way you
Heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you?
and I really like the way you
Goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah.
And boom goes the dynamite.
know you wanna party, listen to your body. I want to get naughty, and I really like the way
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
and I really like the way you
Sometimes I need to be alone. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I can feel your energy from 2 planets away. I got my drink, I got my music. I will share it, but today I'm yelling, bitch, don't kill my vibe. 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 Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Lately, no, I've been stressed, living in my head, watching us fading. Oh baby, know that I said we could reset, no we can't save it. Alright, you know my heartbeat don't beat for no one else. Don't feel for no one else. Don't reach for no one else. Oh, my heartbeat don't beat for no one else. Can't speak to no one else. Won't leave with no one else. You know my heartbeat. You know my heartbeat. You know my heartbeat. You know my heartbeat.
Someone said they lived together. I ran out the door together. She was old and had to travel. Not the greatest feeling ever.
I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. You're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy. Well, that's not fair.
Yes, I know, but better.
Well, that's not fair.
Yes, I know, but better.
If copper feel I must, then copper feel I shall.
Long live cowgirls, never gonna settle on down girls. Leave you in a lonely ghost town, world where the sun don't rise. Rodeo for one night, love you like a Mustang. One hand on them giddy up brains, hole in your heart with some good aim on a goodbye ride. But it's fine 'cause it's kinda my thing. Long live cowgirls. Yeah, long live cowgirls.
Wow.
I'm so depressed, I act like it's my birthday every day. I'm so obsessed with him, but he avoids me like the plague.
Gave my love to a shooting star, but you move so fast that I can't keep up. I'm chasing, I'm in love with a shooting star, but you move so fast when she falls and I'll be winning.
I was grinning like I'm winning, I was hitting my mark. I can do it with a broken heart.
I'm in love with a shooting star, but she moves so fast.
I can do it with a broken heart.
I'm burning up for you, baby.
I feel the apples melting right to the core. From all the things passed down from all the apples coming before. I spit the apple down symmetrical lines. So what if I just find a scary makes me just wanna die.
I got a whole lot of money. Bitches calling for me. Bottle feed popping that water, man. Whole track. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
I just stay up, don't fall from the tree. 'Cause I've been looking at your soul, I know I only see me.
It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
I follow you, I follow you, deep sea baby. I follow you, I follow you, Dr. Money. I follow you.
How long will I slide? Separate my side. I don't believe it's fair. Slit my throat, it's all I ever.
I follow you.
I love inside jokes. Love to be a part of one someday.
I guess I kinda love the way you know, gonna pay, you know, the day bleeds into nightfall. Do you know he is to get me through it all? I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting
door slamming, I'm shot out of cannon, it's Friday night. I'm in the liquor store and my car's outside with my friends inside, praying we don't get pulled over for a broke tail light. Handful of vodka in front of the counter, I'm freaking out. Faces out the window, see them peeking now. Now I'm checking out. My ID so bad, he's asking what's my street name now. Holding you like it's the state title. Feeling like I can't lose. That's what growing up will do to you. Wonder why I ever let you go. You and I were both electrical. Never thought I missed the way you were. All the way you were. Wonder why I ever left it then. Those Midwest nights were meant to send. Never thought I missed the way you were. All the way you were. All the way you were.
Feel my way through the dark, yeah. Guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where to start. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm shuffling, every day I'm shuffling, every day I'm shuffling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm
It's close to midnight, and something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, it feels like that almost stops your heart. Because the drugs never work, they gonna give you a smirk. Cause they got methods of keeping you clean. They gonna rip up your heads, your aspirations to shreds. Another cog in the murder machine. And you start to freeze, and so it looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed, cause this is daylight, daylight night, and no one's gonna save you from the beast about to strike. They let you scare the living shit out of me. You're fighting for your life inside us.
Montoya, por favor.
It's my anxiety. Oh, I've been trying to keep trying. Oh, I've been silent, keep quiet. Oh, somebody's watching me. Anxiety. Oh, I feel anxiety. All I am is a man. I want the world in my hands. I hate the beach, but I stand in California with my toes in the sand.
You see you had the crooks try to steal your heart. Never really had luck, could never figure out how to love.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to the team. Happy Thursday to the squad. Happy Thursday to every single person at this moment. I am so excited to really get this day started here. I'm ready to trade. I want to turn this $4,000 week at this time. As you guys know, this $4,000 week, I want to turn it into 5. But we need a play. We need an answer. We need to see something. You know, what is going to go on that big rip, that big run, that big pop? That's what we're looking for right here and right now. So let's see if we can get anything at 7:45 here. If not, no big deal. We'll kind of review this morning, and then we'll go over everything getting ready for the 8 a.m. press release wave. Guys, 8 a.m. press release wave most likely will be the next big time. Most likely will be the next time that we start seeing hype and that momentum and that action. But, you know, right now at this moment, I don't see too much. And I think we're absolutely fine at this time for everyone to just sit back on their hands. I think we're fine at this time for everyone to kind of just take a moment. GLE isn't worth it. It's a 68-cent stock. I really don't care about GLE in any way. AGL, don't care about this play. Had an earnings report, cool, good earnings. OSG had an earnings report, cool, good earnings. FLNC had an earnings report, cool, good earnings. These are stocks that spiked last night because of their earnings report. So again, there's nothing wrong with a good earnings. It's just a lot of times the earnings are just slow. Earnings are just boring. Earnings, again, the next day aren't doing anything. We want to look for that low float stock that just came out with positive results. We want to look for that low float stock that's about to get that big time breakout. We want to look for something a little bit faster and better, you know? So we do have OSG right here, earnings report, AGL, earnings report, FLNC, earnings report, CCRN, earnings report, RMSG did have got back on the NASDAQ. But is there anything that's taking off at this time? Is there any stock that's only 1 million in float that's jumping off the board? No, guys, we got 52 million in float, 66 million float, 29 million float, 67 million float, 317 million float. Hey, little action over on SABR though. What's going on with SABR right here? SABR just started getting a little bit of a pop. So if we take a look over on SABR, let's just see here at this time. I'm not seeing any sort of news over on SABR. So SABR right now, I am not seeing any sort of news. The stock is going from 180 to 226. Not a bad play, right? Not a bad little move. Stock again getting a little bit of hype behind it. But this is what I'm saying. Right now, every single person is absolutely fine. You do not need to put yourself in any sort of unnecessary position. You don't need to put yourself in a trade that could possibly hurt you. Every single person can sit back on their hands, say to themselves, all right, whew, we are all set here. Now let's see, let's go up to the top header board. What are the best stocks with news and what are the best overall plays? So let's continue on with this. Let's make sure every single person is prepared. What is the best stock with a hot press release today? Well, what stands out to me first thing? First things first, guys, is take a look at all the news here. I'm going to stretch this out a little bit. Do you guys realize that we have large float, large float, large float, large float, large. We want to look for stocks that are in like dark blue. Nearly every single one of these plays is a larger float earnings play. We have earnings. Ladies and gentlemen, nearly every single top gainer today is an earnings report. Who else is ready for earnings season to come down to an end? Who else is ready for earnings to basically say, hey, you know what, guys, like earnings, like I'm ready for it to end. I'm ready for something else. Because we only have one low float stock, the number one top gainer right here, which I really don't care about. It's only a 68-cent stock that does have a press release that says it announced that it has regained compliance with the NASDAQ minimum bid price requirement. So it's not drug result. It's not a partnership. It's not a merger deal. This is just saying, hey, you know what? We have compliance with our NASDAQ minimum bid price requirement. So we will, again, continue to keep our eyes peeled over on that play as well. But again, right now here, traders, I just want to make sure that you guys are all set and understanding of what we should really be focusing on. We know that the majority of these plays are all top gainers because of an earnings, but that means, again, nothing has really stolen the show yet. SABR is, again, having earnings news as well. So this is a little bit of an earnings pop also over on SABR. It's not super fast, but it is, again, slowly working itself on up. I would really say the next big chance for us to have success is going to be at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. is going to be coming on out here in about 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes, let's see if we can get a big rip. In 10 minutes, let's see if something can steal the show. In 10 minutes, let's see if there's going to be a play that every single trader is going to run over towards and say, that's the one. That's what we're looking at, guys. So let's make sure we are all good and waiting for that next overall chance of success. Now, how's everything else going? Well, ladies and gentlemen, for anyone who does not know, this market has been just absolutely dominating. Traders, for anyone who does not know, the S&P 500, we are sitting at new record highs. We are starting to go on that S&P 500 rally, as you guys can clearly see. We did have that day that it seemed like we were going lower and lower and lower and lower. But what's happening at this point? It seems like every single day, the S&P 500 just goes a little bit higher. And the S&P 500 came on down to that bottom of 628. And since it has come on down to 628, we are now up to 734. Yes, the S&P 500 has now run over $100 from its record lows. Traders, this is pretty crazy to think about. The S&P 500 was down nearly 4-5%. Now the S&P 500 is up 7.42%. Ladies and gentlemen, the average year that the S&P 500 will usually give is around 10 to 11%. We're at 7.42% right now. So team, this has been incredible to see how well the S&P 500 is doing, to see again this absolutely monster rally on up, and you ask yourself, well, how much more is left? Well, I mean, guys, the S&P 500 overall, it only goes up. Overall, it does go on nice climbs. So again, the SPY right here, S&P 500, obviously continuously pushing, obviously continuously making money. Obviously, the S&P 500 is making a lot of cash for investors and traders here. So again, do we want to continue to just hold tight? Absolutely. Guys, the SPY will always have pullbacks. And yes, at some point, there will be like a real life recession. At some point, we will have like, hey, this is a recession actually happening. An AI bubble is actually happening. This is actually happening. At some point, that will happen. But overall, 9 out of 10 years, the markets will just continue to climb. So long-term investments are absolutely great. Everything has just been absolutely incredible in every single way. And now again, it's more about just enjoying the gains, enjoying the profits that the S&P 500 is bringing us. Guys, so what about, some of these Mag 7 plays? Let's see how the Mag 7 is doing. Well, I want to, we'll run through each one of them. Number one, Amazon. Now, as you guys know, Amazon is one of my biggest investments in my long-term portfolio. It is great to see that Amazon is currently sitting, let's go back to a large time frame. Amazon is currently at record highs. That makes me so happy. That's again so great to see. Google is also a Mag 7 play that is sitting at current record highs. Absolutely great, absolutely fantastic in every single way. What else do we have here? Apple is also sitting right next to record highs. Absolutely fantastic, absolutely amazing. What about Microsoft? Microsoft is not sitting next to record highs at this time. It's definitely a play that we're going to be watching and see how well this is going to be able to hold on up. What about Tesla? Tesla working itself back up towards around record highs, right? So, we definitely have some top plays that we are aware of, but, not every single one is sitting at record highs, but none of them are doing bad. None of them are doing bad, but not every single one are sitting at record highs at this time. I also have, some investments over in Uber. I want to see if Uber could work itself back up towards $100 soon. That's going to be important. Palantir, I would like to see Palantir, again, came out with good earnings, but not trying to spike its way on up. Want to see if that's going to move itself on up. We have Oklo, which is an energy company. We want to see if Oklo can get back above $100 pretty soon and see if that one can start squeezing and ripping and running. So again, that's going to be important. There's a lot of these plays here that we want to continue to watch. SNDK. Ladies and gentlemen, SNDK right here. What do you believe is going to be happening over on SNDK on a day like today? SNDK, did we top out? Did we hit the very tippity top over on SNDK at around that 1500? Are we going to start having a pullback day? Are we going to start seeing SNDK fall, MU fall? Are we going to see all these other plays have their first kind of solid red day as we fall another $100, $200 off these plays? So there's definitely potential on every single one of these moves. We'll definitely see, what we can get coming on up. But SNDK, obviously the stock that every single trader has been talking about, how much more is left in the tank? Or again, was that 1500 mark truly the highest area that we've gotten? So Got to be watching that. But like, guys, we know like these memory plays, if that's been SNDK, insane. If that's been MU, that's been insane. You know, we know Micron's been wild. SNDK's been wild. You know, LITE, that one's sitting right next to $1,000. That one's been a pretty insane stock as well, right? So we've been seeing a lot of kind of insane long-term investments kind of reaching crazy new heights now. Let's see. Let's head on over to CNBC real quick. See what we got. CNBC. McDonald's earnings top estimates despite challenging environment. S&P 500 futures edge higher after posting another record high. Peloton beats estimates. Oil prices fall below 100. So let's make sure again we're just staying ready. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back on the mic. All right, here, traders. Let's do it. I want to see what we get at 757. I am down to trade. You know, that's basically we can go on two sides of this. If we see a very good press release at 8 o'clock, let's jump in on the buy side. If we see a press release that, you know, kind of starts leading towards a spike and a rip, and then all of a sudden, you know, we're like, hey, this press release isn't that good. Let's go ahead and look for shorts. So at this moment, let me get myself completely set up. My positions are 0 out of 0. My current orders are 0 out of 0. And again, my short locate box right here is 0 out of 0. I have not placed any sort of orders or entries or anything in any sort of way, shape, or form right now. So right now here, team, I am just sitting back. I am waiting. I am watching. And again, I'm going to get ready for the next minute and a half here to see if we can go ahead and pull the trigger and get ourselves ready to rock and roll. So let's show you guys, you know, basically what we're thinking of. I want to show you an exact live example of how we are going to trade and find these plays right at 8 o'clock. So right now it's 7:58 in the market. Remember guys, everyone has to be using Fox Runner to be able to get this data. All I want you guys to do is just change out your filters from 0 to 30 million in float. If you go from 0 to 30 million in float, you are only going to get low float news. Those are the only ones we care about. Now, if you're like, well, what about that big one or that big one? That's because it has a partnership with a low float stock, a partnership with a low float play. That's the only time we have larger float plays appear with, of course, partnerships or some sort of buyouts or agreements like that. So once the news comes on out, we are going to read them, going to scan them, use our keywords, use our voice alerts, and find which one is going to be the best as quickly as possible. Now, we got about 30 seconds until news comes on out here. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Let's get ourselves prepared on this day, and let's get ready to make some money. Two things. Either A, the news is great, and I jump in and I buy right away. Try to be the first one in on it. Or we realize that the news isn't that good. A stock is spiking, ripping, and running off kind of a flat press release. We go ahead, we locate shorts, and we drop it back on down. So again, we get news at 8 o'clock. We look through Fox Runner. We have the low float. We have hot keywords. We have our voice alerts, our push notifications. Then again, we either buy the press release if we love it because we know we're early, or again, we short it if a stock spikes and the press release really isn't that great. So we got two options in the next, again, minute here, all depending on what spikes and what the press releases are. So right now my position box is 0 out of 0. And let's see what we can do at this time right when this opens on up. Guys, it's 8 o'clock right now. I am expecting a lot of earnings reports, as we know, but let's see if there could be something a little bit better. AVBP, just always looking to see if we get any sort of hype. We have a lot of earnings. Combination achieves 21.8% revenue, $1.2 million agreement, MCRP. Looking for that big green candle to kind of like rip on up towards. NRXP announces FDA clearance. FDA clearance over on NRXP. Looking to see which one's going to bring in the buying volume. So right now here, traders, we are absolutely fine waiting and watching to see what we get. I don't see anything just yet. Do you guys? Guys, SABR, we already kind of talked about that one. That one is an earnings report.
Phase.
I don't see anything, though, just yet. Nothing spiking, nothing ripping just yet. Little VEE action. ATRA. Guys, ATRA just started ripping and running. ATRA just started going on a spike. ATRA starts going on a big time pop right here. I'm not seeing any sort of news just yet at this moment. It is a shortable play. I usually don't like to ever again jump in short stocks that are already shortable. Those can lead to the biggest squeezes. So if anything, I always look for like dip buys, if dip buy opportunities. So maybe again some dip buys. ATRA right here, guys. Stock is trying to get a little bit of momentum, guys. ATRA is where, again, the majority of attention and hype is at. Does anyone have any sort of news on ATRA? I'm not seeing any sort of news or reason over on ATRA right here. Trying to see what we can get on ATRA. Obviously, people are buying it. Obviously, there's hype. Guys, there is no news I see over on ATRA. At the same time, if it comes on down in the 6s, we could look for a quick little dip buy. Guys, ATRA, I'm going to get filled on a little dip buy here. Guys, ATRA, I just got filled on a dip buy. Why am I in on a dip buy? It just seems like a very hot, active play. I'm just going to wait for a 50% pullback and see if I can get filled on a good opportunity. So I am in on ATRA right now. And if this thing can spike back on up, guys, I'm up $600. I am just going to see if I can take a... Guys, I'm just going to lock in. I just got in. $474 profit and I'm out. So I have no idea why ATRA even went on that spike. Zero idea. So why did you jump in on it? It went from $5 to $9. I said, hey, if it comes back down to the $6 play, I'll again go ahead and look to enter. So ATRA, I did do a dip buy at $6.50. Was able to just make $475 over on this trade, but I have no idea why it even spiked in the first place. I see zero news. Zero news. So that is a little bit odd. So guys, right now, doing everything smart. Just did a little bit of a dip buy opportunity over on that play. And guys, look at ATRA still trying to squeeze its way back on up. Hey, I'm happy with my little gain I was able to get. I'm happy with the profit I was able to make there. I mean, hey, a free $400 and I'm not even doing anything. But yes, if you guys saying, Deck, why'd you even jump in on that play? I have no idea why ATRA is up still. Zero idea on why it's up. So why did I jump in on it? It went from $5 to $9. I was saying, hey, if it comes back on down to $6.50, I'll just give it a chance. Right? I'll just give it a chance.
Phase.
Let's see if something else can rip and run right here. Oh, guys, ATRA now coming on out. ATRA just came out with news at 8:05 now. So look at this. ATRA just came out with news. Provides regularly update on table clue. Just came out with news right now. Now, if it pops back on up, anyone may be possible looking for a short on this play? Now, again, please, no, I am not in on this stock in any sort of way. If this stock, again, spikes its way back on up, maybe we could look for a little bit of a short just because maybe it was like buy the hype, sell the news type of deal. I usually don't like to short stocks that are already shortable, as you guys know. If this thing gets a little bit of a pop, I think I'm going to give it a small chance. If we get back above $7, I think I'm going to give it a small chance. So ATRA just came out with news right here. It talks about provides a regulatory update on table clue. So it's almost like maybe there was some insider information or something along those lines, right? Little insider information. All of a sudden, like 4 minutes before the news came on out, a big press release wave came right into it. SCNX. Fortunately, not doing too much there. I'm going to look for a little pop on ATRA above a $7. See if I can get filled on a short. Now, I usually hate, and I will say this, guys, I'm not going to do any more than 1,000 shares. I don't like shorting stocks that are already accessible for shorts, but I do feel like this is kind of one of those sketchy plays right now that's like spiking, it's dumping, it's spiking, it's dumping. I feel like, again, this could actually sell on off, especially when the news came out and it's nothing that's too good. Like, that news is not really that amazing, is it? No. That news is nothing, again, too amazing. That news is nothing too exciting. It's not exhilarating to be like, oh, hey, we have an update. Okay? So if we do get back up to 711 or 730, I'm going to do 500 shares, 500 shares. That's basically what I'm looking for. Getting in, getting out. We secure a 3-year agreement on Feed. Guys, Feed right here secures a 3-year purchasing agreement. Let's see if that gets any sort of buying volume. Feed not doing it just yet. ATRA, I did not get filled at $7 right there. I was looking to get filled at 711. Came on up towards around 7. There we go. Guys, just got filled. Gonna see if this one's gonna get a little bit of a drop back on down for me. If I can just make a free like $200 sometimes out of these plays, I'll take it. So again, I got ATRA. I did just get filled 500 shares on this play on the short side. If it spikes on up to 731, I will again add a little bit to try to bring up my cost basis. Only have 500 shares filled so far. There we go. All right, guys, I am full right here. 1,000 shares. Let's see if again, 1,000 shares, giving this a little bit of time. If this thing goes crazy, though, I am moving on. So again, I'm giving this a little bit. I'm giving this a chance to see if this is going to reverse and fade. If not, I'm just going to get out and move on. But again, ATRA here, again, I do not want to get caught up in a squeeze. I usually have a strict rule of I try to stay away from stocks that are easily accessible for shorts because those have the best chance of getting short squeezes. So again, that's why I'll do it because I'm not a big fan of this news. But at the same time, I'm not going any bigger than 1,000 shares. This is not one of those plays that I add and add and add and add. Like, that's just not really worth it for me. So I'm going to give it a little bit of chance, see if this one is going to get a little pop and then a reverse back on down. But I am not going to just be holding forever, and I'm only doing 1,000 shares, not limiting myself from getting in any sort of serious trouble. You know what I mean? Right now here, traders, still watching this one. ATRA still holding pretty well. I mean, the thing is, guys, this was kind of like, I think we had a monster spike. We got filled on a dip buy at around 660. We made 400 bucks. We just again are going after a little bit of a trade right now because again, the news came on out and it's nothing really too big or exciting in any sort of way. We've had upper shadow spike. Right now, I think one of the most appealing things about ATRA is there's nothing else spiking. There's nothing else spiking. There's nothing else going. There's nothing else moving. So again, there is the pure fact that ATRA might go on a little bit of a crazy rip and run because every single day trader in the world right now is saying, let's go trade ATRA. I mean, I get it. Like if you're saying right now, hey, I want to trade something, you're going to say, hey, let's trade ATRA. You're saying, well, why are we buying it? And it's like, well, everyone else is buying it. Good enough for me. And that's why, again, sometimes you get these rips and runs and spikes and climbs where people are just saying, good enough for me. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to be careful on these type of plays. They easily could lead towards short squeezes. They easily could lead towards big rips and runs and go up higher than you expect. So don't just keep adding on to this play. That's probably, again, the troubling thing that you could do. I am going to have a stop loss on this play coming on up here, guys, if, again, it continues to rise like this. But, again, this really isn't the best press release, but at the same time, buyers are in control. I can understand why people are buying this because, again, people wake up every morning wanting to buy things. People wake up every morning intrinsically wanting to go ahead and say, I want to buy and find a big-time spiker. So ATRA. Still trying to hold up its gains. I only have 1,000 shares. I'm not going to add to that. I'm going to give it a little bit of time, but I'm not adding towards this play in any sort of way. I'm not going to say, ooh, let's try to hit 820 or 840 or 870. Just want to see if it's going to stay alive here. When in doubt, if I get out, I'll be down about 400 bucks. So right now here, traders, and this is, again, why I always stay very small on easily accessible shorts. When you have easily accessible shorts, it allows the world to short them. Guys, when the world is allowed to short ATRA, more people short it, which you think would lead towards the stock falling. But on the contrary, it leads to more people getting out of the play on the short side, which actually leads to short squeezes. So that's what usually leads to spikes. That's what usually leads to rips and runs, is actually people getting out of their shorts. So if you got thousands of people that now short the play and they all get out of it anytime it spikes, it leads to monster rips and monster climbs. That's why, again, usually I don't ever go more than like 1,000 shares on a stock that is easily accessible for shorts, because sometimes it just goes way higher than you think. Sometimes, again, these plays just continue to rip and run, and you see $7.50 and then $8 and then $8.50 and $9, and all of a sudden it's at 10, and you start freaking out. So that's why you do got to be careful on, easily accessible shares to short, always. ATRA has an active shelf, which means they could do an offering if they wanted to. Thank you for the heads up over there. Right now, team, we're going to continue to keep our eyes peeled on this play. 760s. Right now, I could get out and just break even on this trade, which isn't a bad idea. Guys, I'm going to accept that. I'm going to, again, I'm just going to break even on this trade. I'm going to end up taking a $60 loss on the day here. I would rather be a guy right now that gets out of this trade, because you know what? I got a little lucky on the downside. I bought in not even knowing why. And before I get caught up in a short squeeze, let me just get out. And I'm pretty happy I just did. So right now here, guys, I'm currently down on the day $58. I won 475, I lost 533, and thank goodness I just had, again, a little discipline to say, hey, Deck, you don't usually short stocks that are easily accessible for shorts. We know this one could randomly get a short squeeze. Let's just use our head and let's just be smart and let's wait for a better play. Guess what? I am happy I did that. Right now, again, my total loss on the day is 58 bucks. It's almost like I'm just starting fresh. $58, guys. Absolutely fine, but that's what I'm saying. I hate shorting plays that are easily accessible for shorts because they just go higher than you expect. Always. They just always keep on going higher and higher and higher than what you guys can realize. So these plays here are just continuously pushing themselves on up, getting, again, good momentum. We're going to see how much higher ATRA can go on up towards. We were able to make kind of a free, kind of like cheaty $400 where I got a little lucky. And at the same time, that trade that I just lost 500 on, hey, puts me right back to even. Kind of just, get myself ready on this day. All right, here. Right now, ATRA. Now, Deck, can I short this play ever? Of course you can. At some point, ATRA will fall. It just is a higher likelihood. right? It's a higher likelihood to basically, get caught up in a short squeeze. It's almost like, I'm trying to think of an example, guys. Like, let's say you go to a very bad part of a city. You go to a city and it's filled with crime, it's filled with drugs, it's filled with homeless, it's filled with, again, a bonfire. Like, guys, what are the odds that you get robbed? What are the odds that something negative could happen? It's not 100%, but there's a much higher chance that something bad happens to you being in that part of the city than maybe a different part of the city, right? So the thing is, it's almost like you're putting yourself in an environment to possibly get hurt. And the longer you stay in that environment, the better chance you have of getting hurt. And that's basically what it's like shorting a stock that's already shortable for the entire world. That was a pretty good analogy. That was a good analogy there. So far, guys, as we know, we are currently sitting with a $4,000 profit in the last 4 days now. 1, 2, 3 days of trading. In 3 days of trading, we have made $4 grand. Pretty amazing. ATRA still again the top play, top dog. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have not yet, please take one moment. It's all I ask you. And everyone, smash that thumbs on up. Hit that like button right now. If that's on YouTube or X or over on Tradecast or wherever you guys are, hit that thumbs on up. So awesome job, awesome work from everyone right now. 817, you know what's the good thing is right now ATRA still trying to hold itself, and also 830 is not that far away. We can get that 830 press release wave coming right up around the corner here, and that's where again things are going to be an absolute blast. So ATRA still again trying to push itself. Now if ATRA does continue to squeeze, ultimate goal is going to be up towards around 1025. 1025 is the 200-day moving average, guys. That's where buyers want to put this play. This stock has now gone from $5 up towards around $9, and people want to see that 1025 mark. 1025 is going to be, again, where, again, the hype and momentum starts coming on through. Also, I got a lot of love on this tweet last night here, traders. I want to show you guys this real quick. So I was up pretty late last night. So I got into one of my funks last night where basically I go down the rabbit hole. And as you guys know, I have a pretty good history. I found Rocket Lab at $12. Rocket Lab. It went from $12 all the way up towards around $100. We found this play when it was at around $12. We also found IO&Q when it was currently sitting around $14. It ran all the way up to $80. Right now, I'm currently in AMPX. As you guys know, I'm sitting in AMPX. AMPX got all the way up towards $22. I'm in at $12. Right now here, traders, for anyone who does not know, I do have probably about 3 to 4 stocks that I think could be in that Rocket Lab, IO&Q, AMPX territory. Do you guys want me to tell you them? Do you guys want me to give you the 3 to 4 stocks that have that potential, that Rocket Lab potential that I don't know if I can yet. I don't know if I should yet. I think I just gotta lower the shirt here slightly and then bring it back on up. I think I gotta, maybe give it a little tease at the moment. And I'll be honest, I'm not in on any of them yet, but I'm doing a little bit more research. I'm doing a little bit more research and trying to find the play that I truly do believe is going to be like that next AMPX, that next Rocket Lab, that next type of, IO&Q mover here. So we're close. We are very, very close. And I have, again, a very nice list right here. So once I kind of narrow it down to that final one, I'll definitely, of course, tell you guys, as I always do. Let me ask you guys this right now. How many people bought AMPX when I bought it back in October? How many people here got themselves involved in AMPX at, let's say, $13 or under. Is every single person in AMPX, again, I'm sitting at $12 over on my AMPX trade. So, and with 1,000 shares, it was a $12,000 investment. So the most I've been up is about $13,000 over on AMPX. Right now I'm sitting with around $8,000 or $11,000, you know, was the most I was up. Now I'm up about like 8,000, 8,500. So I do think AMPX definitely still has a lot in the tank. I do. At the same time though, what's the great news? The great news is since my alert over on AMPX, every single person should be in the profit. That means if you're up $500, if you're up $1,000, if you're up $5,000, or if you're like me, currently sitting with about a $9,000 profit, you know, you can take it whenever you want. Now, do I want to see more? Absolutely. But at the same time, is there anything wrong with, again, throwing in with a $9,000 profit? Not at all, right? So, in at 11, in at 1025, in at 13, in at 1070, in at 1110, in at 1150. So, I mean, hey, if you guys are in on all of these plays, that is awesome. Like, that is great. Awesome job, awesome work. Guys, ATRA is where the hype at. Guys, we got 8 minutes until the next press release wave, okay? 8 minutes. Give me 1 second. We'll be all good. 8 minutes, press release wave, start on up. Let's get ready to rock and roll here, people. Keep your eyes on AIM real quick. AIM. A little bit of a pop right here, guys. AIM. AIM just announces 50% objective response rate in ovarian cancer 2 breakthrough. See if AIM starts getting a little bit of that momentum. So this is what I like. This is what I'm saying though, guys. You know, right at 8 o'clock or 8:30, like we get a few press releases that can turn into something big. We get a few press releases that can really take on off. What's going on with Datadog? DDOG. I'm guessing that's an earnings report. If you guys take a look right here, DDOG. Let's see real quick. DDOG. First quarter earnings came out at 7 a.m. So we had 7 a.m. earnings come on out. Yeah, DDOG, guys, 32% growth. Did very well. So DDOG, that's just a nice spike. It's a nice play to just be aware of, right? It's a play right now. DDOG going from 146 all the way up to 185. So DDOG, a little bit of a bigger play, but a dog right now. That play is, again, moving itself on up, getting some hype, getting some momentum, and still, again, spiking. ATRA. DDOG, still, again, a good play for a lot of these longer holders. Right now, ATRA still trying to stay alive. GLE, ATRA, AGL, FLNC, OSG, DDOG, CCRN. We're pretty fine right now. It's almost like we got a quick little 5-minute break until we gear up for the next press release wave. It's like we got a little break until we gear up for that next press release wave. If you want to, guys, get ready for a possible little dip buy. I would say dip buy would be back at around like 680. Somewhere underneath $7, I think would be like the next possible dip. You want to get filled on it on a quick little crash if you can. So if we could ever get like a quick little dump and dip over on this place sub $7, I think that could be really solid for a quick little entry. Let's see if we can just keep on falling. I want to see if ATRA can keep on falling. If it falls underneath $7 and we can get a quick little dip buy, I'll look for a pop right back up, take again a quick gain. Right now, guys, as you guys know, I'm down $58 on the day. I won $475, I lost $533. So right now, I'm basically even. So we're trying to really get this party started now. Let's get ourselves up $1,000 plus as we always like to. And then, of course, let's get ready for some prop firm trading today. That's going to be an absolute blast. That's going to be absolutely awesome. But I'm here to trade right now. I'm here to make as much money as I possibly can right at this moment. I'm trying to do everything I can to make sure I come out on top and just absolutely keep on crushing it. Three and a half minutes, so the 8:30 press release wave comes on up. Around ATRA, still sitting right around that 750 mark. Guys, 3 minutes for that next press release. And let's see if we can go ahead and jump in on something quick. Make that money. We're going to get after it as much as we can. Getting ready to rock and roll here, people. Two minutes. Next press release wave. Still watching for ATRA to get our quick little dip if we can. If we can get that dip, again, this is the #1 most active place so far today. So remember, do I care a lot of times what we trade? The answer is no. I do not care what I jump in on. I do not care if it's stock XYZ, if it's stock ABC, if it's stock DEF. I do not care what the company is, what the company does, who runs the company. I do not care. I care about one thing, volume. Volume equals activity, activity equals profit. The stocks that are moving the most are the stocks that can make you the most amount of money. So when people ask me, what's your favorite play? Whatever stock has the hottest news. Well, again, what stock do you like? I like low float stocks that, again, have people buying them. Like, that's it. That's all it is, guys. So ATRA right here, guys. Hey, less than a minute. All eyes over on Fox Runner now, guys. All eyes over on Fox Runner. Let's get ready for the 8:30 press release wave coming on up. 8:30 press release wave right around the corner. Let's make sure that we're all set, ready to go. I still have some live orders on ATRA. If it crashes underneath $7, just a little heads up for you guys. I will look to get filled underneath $7. See if I can get filled in a little bit of a dip buy and bounce play. But I am ready to go over on 8 on anything that might be coming on up here momentarily. So let's get ready to do it here, traders. Remember, all it takes to be a successful day trader is contrary to what you might expect, where people say, oh, I got to trade 50 times a day. No, you don't. You trade one time a day, and if you can nail one play, that's where you can make a ton of money. JFB, $8 million order. Placement dumping achieves. Right now, again, JFB has the best press release so far. Talks about an $8.25 million order. Doesn't seem like it has much buying volume right now, though. Watching to see if there's anything else other than JFB. So we do have JFB, 2-star press release, secures $8.25 million order. Watching to see if that's going to get any sort of hype. Nothing else, though, right now. Nothing else at this time. JFB, guys, I'm going to jump in on JFB. Just in case that one does get buying volume, I'm going to give it 2,000 shares in case JFB does spike. So it's not going to dump. If it does spike, I'll be ready for it, but it's not going to just crash on down to 550 or anything like that. I don't believe, at least. Right? So again, JFB, I'm going to jump in on this just in case buying volume does move in on it. So it's a little bit of like, I'm trying to hedge this to see if all of a sudden JFB does get some hype. Okay? So if it does get some hype, I'll be ready for it. If it doesn't get some hype, I can move on. I'll take a small loss, if anything. Let's see what else we have here. I want to see, guys. I don't see anything going too crazy just yet. ATRA, we're still watching that one. No buying volume on JFB. I'll probably give that like 2 to 3 minutes. Give it like probably another 3 minutes. And if no volume moves in, guess what, guys? I get out and I gave it a chance. I'll lose $100, $200, but I gave it a chance to maybe make $1,000. You know what I mean? So I always like to just give myself a chance. And sometimes, again, Fox Runner gets things so early, it takes a few moments for the world to kind of discover it. So just kind of sitting here, watching, seeing if, again, we are going to get any sort of break. You can see there's my JFB order, 2,000 shares. Why did I jump in on this play? Only jumped in on it because, again, we are seeing right here, JFB have a 2-star press release, secures $8.25 million. So, also, again, we can see that this is a very low float stock of only 4.7 million. Want to give it a chance, and if we can break 6, I want to see if this one pops. If it breaks 6, I want to see if this one pops. So I'm down $40 right now. Let's see if we can get that pop. Let's see if, again, buying volume is actually going to move on in. Again, I'm not doing anything other than just sitting on this play right now and waiting to see if the world is going to be able to say, hey, let's go trade something else. ATRA right now. ATRA still getting a little bit of hype right now. ATRA still trying to get a little bit of momentum at this moment. So ATRA, people are still, again, running over towards that one right now over on ATRA. JFB, right now, again, JFB's not getting the hype. JFB is not getting that hype or attention we want. But it's got to break through again. As I said, it's got to break through $6, get that rip and run. Give it another minute or so. If you guys don't like it, just move on from it. Okay? I'll even let you guys, again, say, hey, I'll probably get out in about 2 minutes if this stock does not break out. So you guys can get out before me if you guys, again, would like to. But I want to see if it is going to break $6 first. Nothing else at 8:30, am I right? Guys, I just want to make sure nothing else at 8:30. We have, again, if we go through Fox Runner here, we do have 8:30, nothing. 8:30 achieves, but again, not gapping up. Again, JFB secures $8.25 million order. I mean, I'm still going to stick with JFB. That's the best press release I see at 8:30. Now, again, the overall best spiker is still ATRA. ATRA is still the best overall spiker, the best overall runner, the best overall hype play so far. So it's still ATRA. And I'll give JFB 1 more minute to see if, again, some hype can come on through. So, staying ready, staying set, staying good. Bang, 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 bang. 835 here. Just kind of looking around real quick. GLE, ATRA. ATRA, you're still watching. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to cut the loss over on, again, JFB. Not doing what I wanted to do. I am out of that play right now. So, going to take, again, a smallish loss. Nothing, again, too dramatic. But, you know, that's what I always say here, traders. I always have to give my stocks a chance, right? If I want to make the most amount of money, I am always going to get in with high reward and low risk. So again, what's again my strategy when I'm doing this every single morning? And I want to make this clear. The strategy that I'm trying to do every single morning is this. We have, again, 8:30 comes. A stock comes out with news, does nothing. Stock comes out with news, does nothing. Stock comes out with news, does nothing. Here's a stock that comes out with news that has, again, a good press release. We have the words, whatever, approval, right? Approval, partnership. We have the word, again, positive. We have the word, you know, secures a large amount of money, whatever it may be. I tried to find it as quickly as I can. And I tried to enter as quickly as I can. So this is, again, this is where the stock was. I try to enter here. Because if buying volume does move in on the play, it has all this room to run. If the stock doesn't spike, it's not going to usually dump off good news. The stock, if anything, it's just going to move sideways, or maybe it'll come here or kind of move sideways here. So look what, again, basically my strategy is. If I win, my winners are going to be massive. My winners are all the way up here. If I lose, however, my loss is only going to be right here. So you want to keep your loss as small as possible and your winners as big as possible. So again, getting it on JFB, as you guys know, JFB came out with news. The stock, again, was at $5.90. I jumped in at $6. Didn't spike. I got out at $5.80, right? It's like, it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. RXT, little bit of hype. 70 million in float over on RXT, though. A little bit bigger there. So RXT, guys, got a little bit of a bigger float at this time. Make sure you guys are fully aware of it. So RXT, we'll keep that one on watch right here. And also, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be getting right back into our prop firm trading. We are going to be getting ourselves back into trying to pass the prop firm. So if you guys have not yet, I do want to make sure every single person is still aware. You guys can sign up right now for 40% off. I contacted One Stop Prop. I got every single person here a 40% off deal. So all you guys got to do is scroll on down, go to the $100,000 challenge, click Get Funded Now. When you click Get Funded Now, go ahead and click Change right here and add the code word DEK, D-E-K. Once you do that, you are now going to get 40% off. Guys, beautiful. So again, how does this work? As you guys know, it's very simple. You pay a fee. The fee is $325. And what the fee does is give you access to a challenge. The challenge is $100,000 they give you. And they say you have to make $5,000 before you lose $12,000. And if you can make $5,000 before you lose $12,000, we will fund you in real money $100,000. And then you do a 90-10 split. So it's basically, it's like a lawyer. A lawyer studies and then he takes his bar exam. The bar exam costs a fee because you can't just come in every single day. So it's, hey, let me take it when I'm ready. You take it, guess what? You pass, you're now a lawyer. Same exact thing with prop firms. With prop firms, you pay a fee, you take a test, you pass the test, you get funded $100,000, and then it's a 90-10 split. 90-10 is referring to you keep 90% of the profits you make out of $100,000. You again give One Stop Prop 10% of the profits. So again, they make money as well. So make sure you guys go ahead, add the code word DEK. You guys will be all set. DEK for 40% off. And again, join the challenge. So again, guys, we are going to be all set here. I've gotten funded multiple times. Yesterday, we did kick off our challenge. I did start with a loss, though, which is going to make things a little bit more difficult, but I'm ready to rock. So SNDK. Dak, what do you think of SNDK? SNDK, a little bit of a move back on up right now. Yesterday, we were able to make some money over on SNDK. A lot of fun. ATRA is almost like in this bull flag setup here, traders. Let's go over this, guys. Let's go over this entire day here. What we have at this moment, right? I do not care personally about GLE. That was an earnings report. I do not care personally about AGL. That was an earnings report. I do not care personally about FLNC. That's an earnings report. OSG. That's an earnings report. We have, again, two stocks that are super hot right now. Two stocks to watch. That is RXT and that is ATRA. You have two stocks that you want to watch. You have two stocks that you want to focus on. You have two stocks that the majority of traders are running over towards. And those two plays, as you guys know right now, are going to be RXT and ATRA. Let's break down each one of these and let's make sure that you guys have a full cut understanding about each one of these stocks, okay? First one we have right now is RXT. Now, RXT, guys, is having the majority of the hype right now at this moment. Why is RXT getting this hype? Why is RXT getting this momentum? Is there any sort of credible news behind RXT at this time? Let me again double check at this time. Yeah, 41 minutes ago, guys, RXT actually came out with reports its earnings, and it also came out with some more news as well here, where if we go ahead and check this on out, right now, RXT at 8 o'clock, it started getting that big time hype. It says RXT Technology and AMD signed memorandum on understanding establish of new category of governed AI infrastructure. Ladies and gentlemen, what are you guys realizing? We have RXT and AMD. Guys, AMD is one of the hottest stocks in the entire stock market at this time. AMD at this time here, traders, is one of the best spikers of 2026. We have a little tiny penny stock and AMD in the same headline. That is what's bringing in the hype. That is what's bringing in the momentum. That's what's bringing in the action. So I want to make sure, Ryan, are you listening to this right now? So we do have RXT at this time, AMD right now. I want to make sure that you guys are all set and seeing and hearing these plays. RXT, this is a play that definitely has a lot of hype and looking to see if this one's going to be able to continue to push itself on up. So RXT is going explosive right now, which we love. Now, what's the only issue with RXT, guys? Someone tell me the one problem. What's the one problem with RXT? Is that this play has an 82 million in float. And having 82 million in float, it is going to be a little slow. You're never going to go from $2 to $5 in like a blink of an eye. You can go from $2 to $5 today, but everything is going to be more trend line like because you do have an 82 million in float play. So, guys, give me 1 second as well. Gotta fix something real quick. All right, awesome. Thank you, guys. RXT at this time. Let's see if what this play is going to be doing here next. But really, the major thing that I want you guys to be able to be understanding on this play is that RXT is that it is having the same exact headline with AMD. Traders, if you guys do not know, let's just say again, you're very new. That's absolutely fine. This is AMD here. AMD is one of the best companies of 2026, as you guys can clearly see. Look what AMD has done so far in 2026. It's one of the best spikers. It's one of the best rippers. It's one of the best runners so far in AMD. If you guys take a look at year to date, AMD is currently up 88%. It's flying. It's doing amazing. So seeing that we have a press release this morning that says, hey, we have a little tiny stock RXT and now AMD signing this agreement together is the whole entire reason on why this play is going on the spike and rip and run. Does that make sense, everyone? Now, RXT at this time is more of a slow and steady climber. Now, again, I wouldn't just like follow this trend line, but just understand it's never going to go from 4 to 8. It's probably not going to get halted today. This is going to be a play that's going to be more, again, watch for spike, watch for pullback, watch for spike, watch for pullback. And we're going to see if this play is going to be continuously working itself on up. Now, we also have what? We also have ATRA today. ATRA is where we could see the craziness. ATRA today is where we could see the wild move. So if we take a look over on ATRA, this is a play that's slowly grinding, slowly working itself on up. ATRA at this time here, traders, is a stock that did have a press release. Now, what was the press release over on ATRA here this morning? If we take let's drop it on down. ATRA provides regulatory update on its table clue. So it's just an update on basically its trials, update on its drug, update on its business. Now, if we take a look over on ATRA, that update is definitely bringing in some hype. This is a stock that, again, is building up this, nice wedge and does have strong resistance at the price of $9. Obviously, at this time, where's the trouble at? $9. Where are people looking to, again, buy at the purple line? So really, again, what you have at this moment, let me just make this extremely easy for every single person, is let's get ready for a dip buy over on ATRA, right? If we, again, go ahead and take a look at it, what do we have? We do have top resistance at $9. Top resistance at $9. You guys can see bottom support here, bottom support here, bottom support here. Most people are going to be looking for that reversal, aka that drop, when it comes on down towards around $9. Most people are going to be looking for that dip buy and bounce off, again, that bottom area right here. And at some point, as we know, we are going to get that breakout. At some point, we could either see that massive spike, or at some point we'll get that massive dump. But we do have, of course, at this moment, that strong $9 resistance with uptrend support. So we do have, if I go over towards this ATRA, $9 resistance with uptrend support. That's, again, like the main talk of the town. That's the main focus. That's how, again, I would be trading ATRA. So RXT, probably the best press release today, but it is a little bit large and float. ATRA, the press release is kind of trash, to be honest. It's nothing special. But at the same time, with ATRA here, guys, I want you guys to be aware of that this is a play that definitely could possibly go on a rip and run. And actually, as I'm speaking about it, it's actually starting to get a little bit of a dump. Guys, look at this. As I'm speaking about it, it's actually getting a little bit of a crack. It's actually getting a little bit of a dump, saying, hey, once that trend line cracks, it's what side was going to crack. Is the uptrend going to hold, or is the trend line going to hold? Right now, trend line is starting to crack. Guess what's happening? Stock is starting to get a little bit of a sell-off here. So do I still like ATRA? The answer is yes. I still like ATRA, but at the same time here, guys, we might want to get rid of that line and kind of just see what happens. Maybe, again, we change things on up a little bit. Maybe we go to this, right? Let's see where our next bounce is. So maybe we look at something along these lines where we do have 730 support, and we're just trying to find the best overall, at least like starting point, right? 730 support. I'm writing so many P's right here. And then $9 has not changed at all. $730, $9 resistance. All right. So, nice, easy, smooth, keeping it nice and calculated here. That's actually a little bit better. Seeing ATRA. And we're going to keep our eyes peeled to see if ATRA can hold that channel. So that's kind of how I see it at this moment. RXT, still the best play. And trying to work itself on up. Now, guys, what else is there today? What else could we look at? What else could we do here on this day? So, all we have to do at this moment, traders, just a little heads on up. All we have to, do is we want to find volume. Well, again, pop quiz. Where has all the volume been this entire week? Where has all the hype been this entire week? Well, it hasn't really been on some of these smaller penny stock plays. It has been on all those memory plays, aka MU. MU has been insane. SNDK. SNDK's been insane. Right? We've had MU, absolutely insane. SNDK, absolutely insane. We've been seeing memory stocks and also photonic plays like LITE. So what do you guys think is next here? Is MU going to be able to continue to move on up today? Or was that the high? SNDK, is this going to be able to continue to move on up today? Or is that the high? So yes, we do have, again, like 2 plays that I would say keep your eyes peeled on today. Keep your eyes peeled over on RXT. Keep your eyes peeled over on ATRA. And then you do have a ton of earnings on AGL, FLNC, these type of plays. But at the same time, we do want to say to ourselves, hold on a second. We have AMD all the way up at record highs. We have, again, MU at record highs. We have SNDK at record highs. These are these memory AI stocks that are consistently moving on up. And guess what here, traders? We could be able to go ahead and possibly get some nice possible trades over there. So we don't want to be missing out on, just because maybe things are a little bit bigger. So I want to make sure GLE, RXT, AGL. So yeah, we're all set at this time. Waiting for, again, maybe that 9 a.m. press release wave. Yesterday, we did do an options contract over on SNDK. And today, we could possibly do another options contract over on SNDK. Or maybe we do an options contract over on MU. MU has been consistently pushing itself on up. MU, again, could that have been a little bit of that top right here? Could MU, again, finally found a little bit of a top before we start getting that reversal back on down? And the big thing is a lot of these plays kind of got overextended. A lot of these plays, 400 up to 653, that got a little overextended, as you guys can imagine, right? When we got SNDK from 1,000 all the way up towards 1,400, the play got a little overextended, as you guys can imagine. So right here, traders, we are going to watch, we are going to wait, we are going to see what's going to be coming on up. And we do have the 9 a.m. press release wave coming on up here next. All right, team. We are all set here. Waiting for that next possible rip and run. RXT, AMD. We have everything here. Is there anything like kind of new and fresh and exciting at the bottom? ARM had earnings last night. And again, it's been like this the last 2 weeks. Earnings. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be straight up with you. I'm a little sick and tired of just seeing earnings. I'm a little sick and tired of earnings. I want to get to craziness. So that's why I'm a little bit more enticed to go over and trade SNDK or trade ARM or AMD or trade again MU and even do options trades over there because I want to have a little bit more fun. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, let's trade a 70 million in float play. That's $3. I want to play things that are making people money. That's what I want. Yesterday, number one top gainer was STFS. Let's go ahead and check it on out real quick. STFS. Yeah, you don't want that. Dead, slow volume. Gonna probably get halted a bajillion times. What about PMAX? PMAX was a play yesterday that was getting a little bit of hype and momentum. So PMAX, previous top gainer, still holding up its gains. I would say PMAX is definitely something to kind of just, be aware of here. NVIDIA's ecosystem, very cool. SNDK, Intel, WDC, LITE, MU. These are all plays that are crushing it, to be honest. SNDK, INTC. INTC has also been one of those plays. Let's just kind of type out right here. Kind of the top stocks this week. Top stocks this week has been INTC, has been AMD, has been AMU, has been SNDK, has been LU. LU has been WDC. These are, again, AI spikers of 2026. So these have been like the AI spikers of 2026, where the majority of traders have been running towards, where the majority of traders have been getting the hype and attention towards, where basically, again, the world has just fallen in love with these plays. So you kind of have our ATRA stocks to watch and our RXT stock. And then we also have kind of like our main big boy plays that have been stealing the hype and momentum from the world. RXT, as we know, slow and steady right here. Let's get ourselves back and let's get ready to go for the 9 a.m. press release wave to see if news is going to appear at 9 a.m. and see if, again, we start getting any sort of strong momentum on that next possible pop. All right. Making sure we're all good. As always, guys, if you guys are not using FoxRunner, this is probably the best scanner I have ever come across. Make sure you guys go ahead, download it. It is 100% free to download. If you want to get the mobile app, the push notifications, the voice alerts, all that good stuff, it does have a fee. But there is a free version, but again, the premium version is kind of 10 times better. So make sure, again, you guys sign on up. You guys do sign up. You guys do get a free 30 days and 30% off with the code word Foxy, as you guys know. So again, make sure you guys take advantage of this right now. Go grab it. You guys will be all set, ready to rock and get your day started. So that's going to be great. Also, on top of that, as you guys know, we do have our Trade Ideas. Trade Ideas is live. Trade Ideas is giving us a sale as well, where if you guys type in 25 DECMAR, you get 25% off all monthly memberships. If you type in 30 DECMAR, you guys get 30% off annual memberships only. So 25 DECMAR for 25% off monthly memberships, or 30 DECMAR for 30% off annual memberships. So if you guys love Trade Ideas, if you guys love my charts, all those crazy colors over on my screen, you guys can take full advantage of that right here, and you guys will be all ready to rock and roll. So this is awesome. Guys, we got about 2 minutes until the market opens on up. Getting ourselves ready to go. So, guys, right now we got about 30 seconds. We are down about 400 on the day. Let's get ourselves ready to go. LRHC getting a little bit of a pop. Gonna stay away from that one. Here we go, guys. 1 minute. 1 minute here. Let's get that next 9 a.m. press release wave. Let's get that breakout. Let's get that hype, and let's get that momentum here. I want to find a big mover if we can get it. If we can find a great spike, Let's get after it. If a stock is, again, though, going on a quick little rip and run, it just dumps on down, let's short it. Guys, here comes some news. We usually do see a lot of earnings reports, though, as well. We do see a lot of earnings reports right around 9 a.m. Star Launch Development. Staying ready here, team. Come on now. Give us one. Give us one good one here. Wins SPCB wins 4 contracts. SPCB wins 4 contracts. Zeta LTRN. Nothing yet, guys. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. We're looking for that hype together. Looking for that squeezing together, that spiking, that ripping, and that running. We're going to give it a few more minutes, see if anything does pop on up, and then we'll get ready for this day. Get ready for this action. Get ready for this momentum. Nothing I see at 9 a.m., guys. No hype, no action, nothing I see over at 9 a.m. at this time. LRHC had a little bit of a pop and just kind of came right back on down. I don't see this one ripping. I don't see this one running. So we are absolutely in the clear. Deck, what are the best press releases so far today? Well, the greatest press releases we have so far today is RXT, as we know. And then we have ATRA, as we know. And then look what we have, guys. This is an earnings report. That's an earnings. This is an earnings. That's an earnings. This is an earnings. This is an earnings. This is an earnings. Here's another earnings. This is an earnings. This is an earnings. This is an earnings. We basically have, out of today, a freaking bajillion earnings reports, which is why, again, we're not seeing any crazy spiker, ripper, and runner or popper in the small cap world. So, today is just full of boring earnings. So we do have, of course, best stocks, though, as we know. Best press releases will be RXT, and the best press releases are ATRA. The rest are just boring earnings. You don't need to worry about anything other than RXT and ATRA out of this morning's hot press releases. Everything else is just garbage. So what are we focusing on today? Again, I would be focused more on these kind of crazy AI rippers and runners, these AI MU, AMD, these type of plays that, again, have a lot more attention to kind of be able to make us more money and more cash. So that's those right there. GLE, again, that one had earnings last night. Then RXT, UFOX. Yeah, nothing that we're missing, guys. Again, Foxrunner is going to give us all the answers anyway. But there is nothing that we are not aware of right now. So, team, what does that mean out of today? Well, traders, since, again, the penny stock world seems like it's kind of so dead and so slow, today is going to be an absolutely perfect day to be able to either, number one, do an options trade on one of those larger AI plays, or number two, focus over on the prop firm, and let's try to pass this prop firm challenge. So traders, yesterday, for anyone who does not know, I did take a loss on the prop firm challenge. So I am, again, trying to battle myself back on up here. Okay? So again, I need to be able to make some money over on the prop firm here. I started this prop firm yesterday. I paid the $300 fee, but I did again end up taking a little bit of a loss. Now, team, I'm going to tell you guys something on the strategy I believe on how to be able to pass the prop firm the majority of the time. I will say, for the person that gets in and out on a prop firm, usually ends up losing the most. That's usually what happens. Because when you get in and out, you're kind of putting yourself in bad entries, bad exits. You're not being able to, again, profit off the majority of the move. I have done, I don't have this statistically perfect, but I will say, I have probably done 10 different prop firms. I have passed probably 7 of them. I have failed 3 of them. Now, every single one I've passed, the majority of the time, it's from about 3 to 4 different trades. I jump in usually on the S&P 500 and I just ride the S&P 500's momentum. That's what I do the majority of the time. I try to ride the S&P 500's momentum, if that's on the upside or the downside. If I'm on the wrong side of momentum, I'd like to just move on from that play. Because remember, we have to make $5,000. Getting in and out and in and out and in and out, that's just allowing us to be able to get a bad entry or get caught up in a reversal. The best thing to do is try to figure out which way is the S&P 500 going to go, jump in and hold it and allow it to be able to continue to move on up or again drop back on down. Those are usually the better things that you guys can do to be able to, kind of pass prop firms, is get in, hold it, and try to get the bulk of the meat off that move. That's the goal, okay? So, when we again go over to today, and we start trading again the prop firm here, we are again sitting at record highs. Now, it's always difficult for me personally, it's always difficult for me to buy a stock or buy an ETF that is currently sitting at record highs, because I just always feel like I'm in the wrong. I always feel like it's like, hey, I'm buying at the highest area it's ever possibly been. So what I try to do is I realize, first off, this is the S&P 500. It is going to move up more than it's going to fall. Then I try to say, all right, if I'm going to buy it, let's try to connect it so we have good dip buy opportunities. Well, what are you guys realizing right now? Is that if you take a look over on the S&P 500, are we not cracking the uptrend that has been holding for the last 24 hours? I mean, let's make this a little bit bigger here. Let's go back over to a 10-minute time frame. If I go over to a 10-minute time frame, and now I'm looking at the past few days, okay? Let me connect this day over on Monday, this day over on Tuesday, this day over on Wednesday, and now again, we are going all the way to Thursday. We have room to fall back on down towards around the price of $733.30. That's where that next dip buy opportunity could easily be. $733.30. We can clearly see we have strong resistance right around $735.40. So if I'm taking a look over on the S&P 500 here, this is how I'm clearly again taking a look over on this play. I'm saying, I know the S&P 500 tends to move up. So where would be the best dip? The best dip at this time is going to be, let me put it in circles, just easier to see. That's a great dip. That's a great dip. That's a great dip, right? Here's a dip buy opportunity. Here is going to be the next dip buy opportunity. We also know that 735 sitting right next to record highs, that's strong resistance. This is strong resistance. So again, I'm always looking for where's resistance establishing itself. After resistance established itself, let's go ahead and look for the next, main support line for us to be able to, make some sort of profit. So top resistance right here is right around 735.50. So we do have 735.50 resistance, and that's going across the top of the board. And then after that, we do have our uptrend support, and that's going to be back on down towards around 733.50. 733.50. And that's going to be our main support line at this time. So, going to be watching, waiting, seeing how well that's going to be able to hold on up. But I do like this play here for the possible short back on down after it maybe pops back above 735, right? If again, the S&P 500 could pop back above 735, you are getting a short right next to those highs. And if you get in right next to those highs, that's going to be a pretty solid area for you guys to be able to make some money. So current charting on the SPY. And making sure every single person is good here. Alrighty. Guys, final time, guys. I don't want to be annoying about it, but I will say, if you have not yet and you want to do this prop firm challenge with me, if you want to get funded $100,000, go on over to One Stop Prop, get funded now. And again, use the code word DEK, D-E-K, click apply, and you will then get a 40% off discount. The easiest way, and again, I've said this here before in the past, if you don't want to go through the hoops and trials and jump through rings of fire, what is the easiest way to get funded immediately? Guys, you again purchase two different accounts. You purchase one account for $325. You go ahead and you purchase another account for $325. Yes, you will be spending $650, but you are guaranteeing the fact that you are now going to get a $100,000 account. And you say, how does that work? Well, again, on one of the accounts, you buy the S&P 500. On the other account, you short the S&P 500. One of them is going to win. The other one is going to lose. The one that you lose is done. The one that you win is now you getting $100,000. So basically, what you are doing is you are putting $625 in to almost, I will say 99% chance guarantee that you get funded $100,000. Does that make sense, everyone? So make sure you guys take advantage of that if you guys have not yet. But we'll be all set. Deck, what do you think about the news on BWXT? BWXT, guys, this was a play that, again, I talked about a while ago, about 2 years ago. It had an earnings report. Earnings look good. BWXT, always just going to be a slow and steady little climber. Slow and steady little climber, slow and steady little mover there. So right now here, traders, let's see what we can do. ATRA still trying. S&P 500, I do want to get ready for that possible short up high. What do you guys think about like SNDK today? You know, SNDK here trying to, again, possibly work itself on up once again. We know that these plays, traders, if that's, you know, MU's been a very hot stock, and MU could easily start getting some momentum. I would say, again, you know, like MU here, I'm trying to figure out this play the best I can. Let me see here. MU, bottom support, a lot of strong support around 650. We can clearly see that. So bottom support, 650. Top resistance going across the board right here, 665. 665, good possible shorting opportunity over on that play. LICN, a little bit of a pop right here. Guys, we have about, 20 minutes until this market opens on up. If the SPY, again, spikes its way on up above 735, we're going to get ready to rock and roll on this day. Let's just get ourselves fully prepared right now. Head on over here, team. Let's check out the analyst alerts, and let's see where we're at. Everything you need to know on Thursday's watch list. So it says AMD wowed Wall Street yesterday with a strong first quarter report and a better than expected forecast for the current quarter. The chip maker rallied 18% on Wednesday's session, helping the broader stock market reach another milestone. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, like, it's literally right there. AMD had its earnings 2 nights ago, or yesterday, excuse me, and it just absolutely spiked on up towards new highs. We have AMD at record highs, SNDK at record highs, MU at record highs, LITE right next to record highs. All of these plays are sitting right next to record highs. WDC right next to record highs. It comes on down to how much more do you think is left in the tank? How much more do you guys think before, again, we start looking for those true reversals? WDC, very strong $500 resistance. LITE, very strong $1,000 resistance, right? SNDK, very strong $1,500 resistance. I mean, it does. Those areas do scare me. WDC, very strong $500 resistance. LITE, very strong $1,000 resistance, right? We have MU, very strong. Where's MU at? MU, very strong, right around that, what? 655-ish, right? I'm even gonna say 665 resistance. I love these stocks, but I am also a realist on understanding that most are overbought to an irrational price point. So it's just, I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not trying to be a hater, guys. But it's just more the fact that I'm saying some of this stuff is a little irrational. Some of this stuff, like, it doesn't seem like it makes much sense to me on how high these plays truly are. You know what I mean? So you definitely got to be careful with every single one of these moves. You definitely got to be careful with every single play that we jump ourselves in on. And I mean, all three of those could be put contracts. All three of those could be great shorts. All three of those could be opportunities here to say, hey, you know what, Deck? I want to get ready for a possible reversal and fade and fall back on down. All three of them. Deck, can you trade options or futures on one stop? You can trade futures. It's not options. It's like futures and shares. Deck, do you see silver squeezing in the near future? I don't know. Again, I don't really follow against silver or gold that much. Obviously, again, gold last year was like the hype. Gold last year was insane. Everyone was buying gold last year. But like since then, gold's kind of been fading and falling a little bit. All right, traders. 9:17 in the market. Give me 1 second here, team. I'm going to walk off camera, use the bathroom real quick before we kick off this party, and get ourselves, again, fully ready to rock and roll on this day. Put this back over towards our premium scanner so that we're all ready to go. And we will be ready to lock it all on in for a big day ahead. Guys, give me 1 second. We'll get ready to crush this day. Let's do it. All right. Let's do it here, traders. Let's get ready for this day ahead, and let's get ready to see what type of money we can be making now. Ladies and gentlemen, for anyone who was not here throughout this entire week, it has been an absolute profit fiesta. It has been insane. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. We can head on over to my X. I always post all my P&Ls. Yesterday, we made a $1,300 profit. That was incredible. $1,300 yesterday. The day before that, we were able to make $628. Absolutely great. Pushed us up nearly $2,000. The day before that, we were able to make $2,411. That was on, again, May 4th. That was on Monday. Absolutely incredible, right? And then again, even Monday morning, we made $1,500. So again, Monday, let's just kind of count this out real quick. Let's just do a little quick math together. Monday, we made $2,411. Boom. Love that. We can add, again, what we made over on Tuesday. Plus, again, $628. $3,039. I love that. And then yesterday, we made $1,300. So again, let's add plus $1,348. Right now, so far for the month of May, it's been 3 days of trading, and we are already up $4,387. Team, let's keep this profit party going. So we have been on fire this entire week. This entire week, we have been crushing it. And let's look for some more. So let's look for some more. Let's stay ready. Let's stay alert. And let's see where the hype is going to take us. So traders, it's going to be a big day here. Guys, S&P 500 as well, up towards around that 735 mark. We do know that that is where we have some strong resistance. You know, the prop firm here, traders, I do have to jump in on a trade, and I got to hold it tight and say, hey, you know what? If I end up losing, I end up losing, but I got to go after it here pretty soon. And the reason why I have to go after it is because the S&P 500, we are sitting right next to that 635.50 mark. I, again, need to get myself back into the green and look for, again, that little reversal and that drop and fade. I still think the S&P 500 could easily move on up, but I think we're going to fall on down towards around 633.50-ish first. You know what I mean? So we might get a little pop here at the bell, and then maybe a drop right back on down. So as always, I'm just getting myself ready to go over on the prop, because the prop, again, guys, here, yesterday I went after it. I have 1 out of 3 days trading. Again, my max loss I can lose is $9,300. I can't lose, again, that another $6,000 today, or I'm going to lose the challenge. I need to make sure that I win it here. So I'm going to go with, again, like US 500. I usually go with like 7 shares or 7 contracts. And I try to nail that one side of momentum to say, hey, it's game time. Let's go. And then I would like to hold this for a little bit of a red day today. We also could be looking at contracts over on MU after a little bit of a spike at the bell. I could be looking for contracts on SNDK after a little spike on up as well. So we're going to have some fun here today, team. We are going to see what we get. But it is game time. I'm trying to win real money. I'm trying to trade the prop firm. I'm trying to do every single thing that I could possibly do to come out on top here. Guys, good morning to everyone. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are fired on up. If you guys are, hit that thumbs on up right now. Please. Please, guys, please. I mean, just please. We are going to have ourselves a day.
Agreement.
RXT still trying to spike on up a little bit. We got basically like 3 different sectors to look at today, guys. Penny stock sector, RXT and ATRA. Larger sector, MU, SNDK, WDC. Prop firm sector, S&P 500. You get what I mean? We basically have like 3 sectors we got to look at today. WDC, seeing if that one could work itself still on up towards around that 500 area. What was this up to yesterday? This one got up towards 585-ish. $9.26 in the market. Four minutes until the market opens on up here, traders. Hey, happy Thursday to absolutely everyone. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are motivated. It is going to be an absolutely amazing day ahead. We are so excited to see what the future is going to bring us. $9.26 right here and right now. Team, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to trade. I'm ready to have some fun. I'm ready to make some money. I'm ready to get after it here. For anyone who does not know, we have had 3 trades so far today. We have won $475, but then we lost $533 and lost $400. So far on this day, I am down $458. So, not a big loss, not a small loss, kind of right in the middle right there. Easily could make it on back, but we're trying to do everything right here at the start of the day. What do you guys think about these AI plays? Like, are they topping out? Did WDC hit its high right next to 500 and fade and fall? Is MU again at its top right here at 668 before that fade and fall? Is again SNDK again, at that top area before that fade and fall? So it's like, we are so close to being near again top areas on some of these plays. And then on top of that, penny stock world. Can we see again like any penny stock hype move in through? Right now, I don't see much penny stock hype at this moment, but I'm saying ready for it. ATRA, guys. ATRA might try to go on a quick spike right at the bell. There might be that quick attempted rip on ATRA right at the bell up to like 875. So 875, guys, would be like the attempted spike. I don't mind ATRA. Again, I hate shorting stocks that are easily accessible for shorts. I really do hate that. But I do think there could be that attempted rip and run right at the bell for ATRA. And I am not opposed to trying to get filled on like a very nice big upper shadow if we do get that quick like attempted pop. So if ATRA does get that attempted pop right up towards $9, I'll look for shorts. I'll see if that's going to happen. Guys, let's switch out our scanners. Market opens on up here, team, in less than a minute. Less than a minute, market opens on up. S&P 500 as well. I do want to see if we're going to spike ourselves on up. If we spike ourselves on up over on the S&P 500, I am going to get filled on this play, as you guys know, at around the price of $735.50 is my goal, to just hammer down some put contracts and hold them all day. That's what I want to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, the market is now open right here and right now. Let's see if we can go on up towards around $735.50. Now, traders, just take a look over on this chart. Everyone go back to about a 10-minute time frame here. If you guys go back to a 10-minute time frame, add again post-market, you will be able to see that what we have here is very strong resistance right around 735. 735.50 735.50, 735.50. We have room to fall back on down towards around 733. Room to fall, as you guys can see, room to fall. We have our clear-cut uptrend right here, right? And then we do have the next target all the way back on down towards that uptrend level. So if we can, again, get involved on this play up above 735, 50, and we have a nice entry on this play, we could be able to see this thing fade and fall all the way back on down. So anything above 735.50 is a great little shorting entry to start off with. SNDK starting off with a little bit of a drop. WDC starting off with a little bit of a drop. A lot of these plays, guys, getting a little bit of this fade kind of right off the rip here. I do have, again, my options contracts that I can go ahead and set on up if I want to. So I can go quotes, take a look over on the options chain, and get myself involved over on some of these option stocks as well. If I want to do WDC, May 8th, I would go out to like May 15th. We do have, again, I would be looking for the put side. The put side, again, I slightly outside of the money, put myself at around like, 465. Something like that, 465. And see if this one could slowly work itself on down as, again, we continue to drop and fade and keep getting a little bit weaker. But I definitely think, we are on the verge of maybe seeing, some of these plays start dropping and start getting weaker. So WDC here, traders. You guys can see the main resistance line over on WDC is this area right here, 480. 480 top, 40 top, 40 top, 40 top, 40 top. Now building a little bit of this downtrend. Let me kind of connect these dots here. Right? And then building this little bit of this downtrend right here, where we are starting to see a little bit of this fade. Where we are starting to see, hey, you know what? If 480 can't, get this breakout, this is where people are eventually going to start giving on up. People will be giving up here soon if WDC can't get above and stay above 480. 480 top, 40 top, 40 top, 40, 480. This needs to get above 480. And if it does not, you will get a sell-off. It's probably very similar to MU somehow. MU, again, this one has this downtrend as well. This one is up towards around that 666 area, where, again, we do have a downtrend after coming up towards around $675. This one could easily run on up towards around 665, but if we don't break that downtrend, that's where, again, we could fade and fall. SNDK. SNDK at this moment. This play, a little bit of a downtrend, probably a little bit higher, back up towards around 1400. I'm going to wait for all of these plays to possibly go on, one little more pop back on up before we look for any sort of shorts on these or any sort of put contracts in any sort of way. Right now, team, we are watching the SPY. Again, I want to get myself involved in the S&P 500. I do think the S&P 500 could easily have a red day. We know, again, anything above 635 is going to be some strong resistance. So anything above 635, especially up towards around 635.50, is going to be a very strong resistance line. We are underneath the VWAP right here. Did ATRA just dump right at the bell? Yeah, ATRA, guys. I'm going to cancel my ATRA entries. They're not getting filled, obviously. So ATRA, I'm canceling those entries right now. Those are not getting filled at this time. Still watching the SPY to see what that one's going to do. And then obviously we do have all of our other plays. SOBR, a little bit of momentum towards the upside. Guys, SOBR, a little bit of action over on SOBR. I want to see if MU can get that, if MU starts getting that spike above 666 or 665, that would be pretty awesome. SNDK also trying to get a little bit of that pop up towards around 1450. Watching the S&P 500 to see how well that's going to be able to hold on up here. Right now, I'm just kind of bouncing around. I want to make sure, again, we're not putting ourselves in anything that's going to hurt us. SPY is getting a little bit of this drop already. As we know, that 635 mark is still, again, our main area that we're kind of focusing on and looking at. Is RXT still kind of grinding a little bit? RXT, a little bit of a pullback. Did have the press release with AMD this morning. Sober. SOBR, guys. SOBR might try to spike on up towards around 205. If SOBR ever gets up towards around that, you know, a 200-day moving average or $2 area, you could look for a possible short. SOBR getting a little bit of a pop here. Seems like it's one of the most active penny stocks so far. So SOBR, one of the most active penny stock plays at this time. I don't know if there's any sort of news over on SOBR, but again, make sure you guys definitely check that one on out. See SOBR, and 6 days ago was the last press release I'm seeing from Fox Runner over on SOBR. So it could just be like continuation, trying to work itself back on up, trying to get, you know, some hype over there. SPY still, again, getting a little bit of a dump. WDC still getting a little bit of a dump. SNDK trying to fight to stay alive. MU also trying to fight to stay alive right now. So I'm trying to look at a little bit of everything, trying to see what is going to be holding on up, you know, getting a little bit more of buying volume. Everything's a little bit quiet right here, where we do have GLE moving sideways. SOBR is spiking from no news. ATRA is starting to dump. CHSN, again, just a random play. You know, we don't have anything that's like, that's the main hitter in, again, the small cap world. Now, in the big cap world, SNDK isn't doing anything just yet. WDC is getting a little bit of a fade. All right, we're kind of more watching and waiting to see like what is actually going to be able to hold, what is actually going to be consistent enough to be able to hold its gains. MU sitting at 650 at this time. WHR, a little bit of hype. And as I've said multiple times, I do believe a lot of these plays, like I do believe SNDK is near a top. I do believe MU's near a top. I mean, guys, one of the best ways to even look at this, traders, I'm just going to throw this out here, is let's go over, let me show you guys this, okay? This is pretty cool. This is pretty awesome to kind of figure out if a stock is getting overextended. Let me turn off some indicators. Let me turn off the 50-day moving average. Let me turn off the 200 moving average. Now, what we have right here is this green line. This green squiggly line is what I call the flexible trend line. It is the 13 EMA, the 13 exponential moving average. So I'm going to kind of redraw it right here just so you guys can see it a little bit better. So I'm just going to trace it right here just so it pops out a little bit more. Now, what I want you guys to realize is that the 13 EMA is going to be an indication of when a stock is considered bullish or bearish. Now, what else can you guys realize is that the 13 EMA usually is going right down the middle of the candles. So as a swing trader, something that you guys can realize is whenever the 13 EMA is underneath the play and the shares are currently above the 13 EMA, like a time like this, we would be considered bullish. And it's a very easy way to know that a stock, you should continue to hold it. You have nothing to worry about over on, again, MU, as long as you are above the 13 EMA, because all of this is in bullish territory. Just like, again, all of this is in bullish territory. Just like this right here, all of this is in bullish territory. So again, what makes it simple? Has anyone ever jumped in on a play before and you say, man, I don't know if I should hold or sell. I don't know if I should take profits. I don't know if I should get out. Well, the thing is, if you are looking for, let's say, multi-day swings, multi-day holds, as long as you hold above that 13 EMA, you are considered bullish. The times that you're underneath the 13 EMA is when you are going to be considered more bearish. But traders, just like everything, what do you guys realize? In stock trading, it's almost like it's a slingshot. The farther you get pulled one way, the faster you go to the opposite way. So a lot of times here, traders, if you have a slow and steady climb, you usually have a slow and steady drop, right? Then you might get a little overextended and then you get a little bit more of a pullback, and you get a little more overextended, you get a little bit more of a pullback. Traders, the 13 EMA is almost like gravity in a way, right? The further you get pulled away from it, you're going to get slingshot right back down to it eventually. So again, I'm always saying to myself, what's the best entry? The best entry is when the 13 EMA gets crossed. When you go from bearishness to bullishness, that's the best time to enter. Right? When you go from bearishness to bullishness, that's the best time to enter. When you go from bearishness to bullishness, that's the best time to enter. But usually the best time to enter is not after it's already gone on a very big move and now has gotten overextended, because we're probably going to get sunk back down to it. So that's another reason on why I like looking at MU right here for some potential shorts. That's another reason why I like, again, looking at SNDK right here for some potential shorts. That's another reason why I'm looking at all of these plays, because they're getting so sucked far away from, again, their 13 EMA that there's a great chance that they are going to pull back on down towards these areas in the relative future, where SNDK could easily fall back down towards 1100. You know what I mean? So these are plays that I definitely want you guys to just be fully aware of coming on up here. S&P 500, guys, S&P 500 still not holding above that 635-ish mark. I was hoping we could get a little rally up towards around that 635 area. You know what I'm saying? MU, little bit of a drop so far, down 2% at this time. Man, I'm so tempted to just want to do like a multi-day, like do MU, WDC, like all of these. You know, WDC, again, getting a little bit of that fade right now, still fading and falling. Like, I think all of these plays have, again, room to fade and fall for like the next week straight. It's kind of what I'm looking at, you know? It's kind of what I like, what I want to see. MU still getting a little bit of that dip. What do you guys think? So a lot of these plays still, again, consistently fading and falling. MU could still be, again, a drop that continues to fade all the way back on down. Best entry would be waiting for a dip buy and try to get back up near around that 650-ish mark. If you get a dip buy and kind of get back up near around that 650 area, that would kind of be the best thing for you to kind of feel a little bit more safe and confident. S&P 500 here, traders, guys. S&P 500 is still getting that slow little fade. So we have not gotten that bounce back up towards around that 735-ish mark. The S&P 500, I definitely think still, if you want to get yourself involved in a short, it's still going to be right around, you know, that VWAP area. I do think today could be a consolidation day before big sell-offs tomorrow. Today could just be like consolidation, big sell-offs coming on up in the future. Like, I think things are getting ready to turn. I really do, and I'm so close to wanting to pull the trigger to get ready for those turns. I'm so close to getting ready to pull the trigger to get ready for those dumps and that weakness and that dropping and fading. Let me ask you guys here, how many people here have pulled the trigger so far today? How many people are sitting on their hands? Tell me, guys, how many people are sitting on their hands right now? Like, since the day has started. I had a couple trades early this morning, but like since the day has started, I want to stay patient here. I want to wait for MU to spike back up to 650, consolidate all day today, short it tomorrow. SNDK, consolidate all day today, short it for the dump going into tomorrow. WDC, consolidate today, again, short it for the dump going into tomorrow. So it's like, that's kind of where I'm at this time. I think so much is going to get ready to dump. I'm hoping, again, we get little bounce backs on up, and then, again, big-time sell-offs coming on up here, traders. So it's like, you know, that's kind of what I want to see, and that's what I'm waiting for. The S&P 500, anything above 735, I think is great shorting opportunities. And again, that's what I'm waiting for on the prop firm. I want to, again, get the prop firm, you know, set. And again, I have to be very particular about what trade I get myself involved in, because I took a loss yesterday on the prop firm, so I got to get myself on the right track here. Also, a little side note here, team, for anyone who does not know. I spoke to Cobra. Cobra Trading here, guys, for anyone who does not know, is getting ready for the PDT rule to end. So, guys, I want to give you guys a little bit of details here. The PDT rule, for anyone who does not know, is coming on down to an end. The PDT rule is being eliminated. When? It is being eliminated June 4th. Now, with June 4th, the PDT rule going bye-bye, there are not many restrictions. You guys will be able to trade as much as you want. And not only are you going to be able to trade as much as you want, Cobra is going to give you 4-to-1 in margin. So that means if you want to open up a $2,500 account, you will be able to trade upwards of what? $10,000 worth of money. Traders, I cannot stress this enough. When we get to June 4th, when we get to the PDT roll, when we get to that time, it is going to be full on anarchy. It is going to be insane. We are going to be seeing stocks 24/7. We go on massive rips and runs, and then stocks are also going to come crashing all the way back on down. We are going to see plays go on the most insane moves that you guys could probably ever imagine. So, make sure that you guys are all set with that. Make sure you guys are all ready for that. They are going to be dropping on down to a $2,500 minimum, which is going to be absolutely insane. All right. Does that mean we can withdraw the rest of the money if we have a 25K account? I mean, you can if you want to. Absolutely. So, like, if you don't want to keep 25K in your brokerage and you say, hey, I just want to do 10,000 or 5,000, absolutely. You don't need to keep 25K in your account anymore. So, guys, this is going to be huge. Now, guys, what else do you guys realize? Starting up on June 4th, I am also going to be doing a small account challenge. Traders, from all the things that I do, if that's boot camps or the prop firm challenge or whatever, the number one thing that people love the most is the small account challenges. And that's because there is no other person in the world that puts his reputation on the line like I do. Guys, I am sitting here telling you that I have had success in the stock market. I am sitting here and telling you that I have grown multiple small accounts. I am sitting here live streaming every single trade I make for you to see every win and every loss. And now a small account challenge means I am going back down to a $2,500 account. And we are going to see, can Sean Deckmar grow it? I am putting myself in the same position that 99% of you guys are, just having a few $1,000s looking to trade. Let's trade every play together, every ticker together, every stock together, and let me show you how in the past, if you again go over and type in whatever, Sean Deckmar, I have done this many times before, where I have turned, right? My best ever was, I think, $4,000 to $86,000. This was, again, my best small account challenge. This was the first one I ever did. I was 24 years old. This was 8 years ago. And I did it all live on stream where, again, I showed every single P&L where I turned $4,000 into $80,000. Guys, that's pretty crazy to be thinking about, right? So, again, if you guys haven't checked out this video, I'll even share this video with you. So this is a video that I put out 8 years ago. Kind of crazy how time flies, right? But this is when I was 24 years old. And it's kind of what got me on the map. When people always say, Deck, how'd you get like a following? How did, again, people start following you? I did this. I did this challenge. I did it live. And literally, like, everyone in the chat room that was with me at this time made tens of thousands of dollars. So that's kind of the big thing that I did that got me on the map to begin with, is just the fact that, once I did the small account challenge and people were making tens of thousands of dollars, kind of just word spread about it. Mario, can I sign up to, again, Cobra right now? I don't know if they have the minimum right now of that 2,500, but you guys can definitely sign up and fill out an application. So if I were you, this is what I would do if I were you. June 4th is coming. If I were you, I would sign up the application. Get approved so that when June 4th comes, you guys can start funding yourself right away. You know what I mean? So if you guys, again, want to make sure you guys are all set, they're going to give you all free commissions, all great stuff if you guys use my code. But make sure you guys go ahead, sign on up, and then once June 4th comes, you guys will be all set, ready to go. So yes, Cobra is my go-to broker. They are the best. They have shorts on everything. Yes, I 100% recommend using Cobra, because if you use Webull or Robinhood, you're not going to be able to short, and that's where you're going to miss out on a ton of profit. WDC, little bounce back on up. MU, little bounce back on up. This is what I'm saying here today, guys. I think a lot of these plays, these AI stocks are going to get, a lot of these AI stocks here today are going to consolidate. Tomorrow's going to be blast off or dump day. Friday, a lot of times Friday's always either blast off or dump day. I don't want to short too early just yet. I like MU on where we're at. The S&P 500 going to try to be holding on up here. I want to get ready for my prop firm trade. I'm trying to make an entry or get an entry above that 735-ish mark. And again, I think even tomorrow on the S&P 500 could be, like, I feel like we haven't seen just yet one of those, like, I haven't seen one of those, like, oh, Trump in war, Trump in this, Trump in that. Like, you know, oh, Iran isn't, you know, answering the peace treaty. You know what I mean? Guys, AMPX getting a little bit of a drop at this moment. AMPX had bad earnings. Just a little heads on up. AMPX earnings came on out. Stock did just drop from $20 back down to $17. Little bit of a fade right there over on AMPX, unfortunately. Little also heads on up. SOBR here, team. SOBR has 210 as our top resistance line coming on up here. Let's go over to our indicators. Yeah! To add, and also let's go over to 200. Add. So we are coming on up towards around 210. 210. We are coming on up. So that's going to be fun. Seeing what we have here, traders. Looking for that next rip, looking for that next run. All right. SOBR 120 up to 186. MU, this is why I did not want to short it yet, just in case that one starts moving itself on up. I do think the S&P 500 is going to float around 735 today, guys. And there are no penny stock rippers and runners just yet. The best one out there is SOBR. Look for a short at around 210 or have a target around 210 if you want to get filled on this play. All right. So I want to make sure everyone is ready to go and you guys are all set. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns for me? Just want to open up the floor real quick. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns to me? I don't see any penny stock rippers and runners. SOBR is the best one. Other than that, I do want to get ready for my AI put contracts on SNDK and MU and WDC, but I do think they're going to continue to grind on up here today, or consolidate, I would say. Same exact thing with the S&P 500. With the prop firm account today over on the S&P 500, I want to wait for a great trade, a trade that I truly feel confident in, and I don't feel confident in shorting the S&P 500 until above the price of 735. So those are my mindset. If you want to trade a small cap, look for, again, SOBR, 210 or higher for a potential short, or ride this momentum up to 210. Your other option is wait for MU, SNDK, WDC to consolidate today. And again, we are watching for the S&P 500 to get back above the price of 735. Okay? Does that make sense, everyone? If you guys do have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. How do you trade the NQ minis on one stop prop? You would have to talk to, again, One Stop. I do not know the exact answer on that. I do not know the exact answer. If you type in NASDAQ, they do give you the US 100. So you can type in NASDAQ and then you have US 100 you can go ahead and trade. If you type in, like, you know, US 500, that's the S&P 500 futures. So you do have, like, you know, different options. They have crypto, they have futures, they have stocks and equities. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of kind of like a quicker day here. And it's just because I don't feel confident. And the last thing I want to do is put myself in a position where I'm not 100% confident. I'm not 100% confident trading SOBR or any of these earnings reports. I'm not 100% confident shorting MU when, again, I still think there's a whole day ahead of us. And I don't feel confident doing a put contract on the S&P 500 when it's not above 735. I would rather keep my money. We are up $4,400 on the month, but I did just lose $400 today. So we are up $4,000 so far this week. Let me not throw that away. Let me not put myself in a bad position, and let me only trade the best of the best. So guys, that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be waiting for. And that's what I'm going to be having the setup on. I'm going to leave the scanners up for you guys. I'm going to leave the stream up for a while. and make sure that you guys have, again, different data and things that you guys need any sort of way. As always, I just want to be able to help you guys on out. Make sure you guys are growing. Make sure you guys are becoming better and better every single day. At this time, though, it is 9:55. Guys, if you're saying, Deck, what's the next big thing to get excited for? Remember, June 4th, small account challenge. Going to be absolutely insane, mind-boggling. Let's get ready to go here. That's going to be huge. I do plan on doing a pretty big options trade coming on up, as you guys know, on SNDK WDC. Prop firm, I want to pass that. We'll see what comes on up here tomorrow, and we'll be all ready to rock. All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I absolutely love this team. I love this community. I love, again, every single one of you guys with absolutely every single inch and part of my heart. Team, enjoy again this day. I just want to kind of allow this day to consolidate and allow trades to set themselves on up for a big Friday ahead. We went through pre-market. We went through all these different movers, waiting for, again, a little bit of better action. And I'll be in chat over on Tradecaster throughout this morning as well. If you need anything, please let me know. Let's stay smart. Let's stay ready. And let's stay hungry. Hey, I enjoy it. Let's do it, team. You guys know the drill here, baby. In 3, 2, 1. Ah! Woo!
She does it like this, will you do it like that? Now if she touches like this, will you touch her right back? Now if she moves like this, will you move like that? Come on, shake, 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 shake it.
Put your back together, and it's true. You'll just have to taste me when it's kissing you. If you want forever, I'll be you do. Just know you'll taste me too.
Shake, 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 shake it.
You'll just have to taste me when it's kissing you.
Shake, 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 shake it.
Know you'll taste me too.
Hyper now.
In time, ink lines, bitches couldn't get on my incline. World tours, it's mine. 10 little letters and a big sign. Justin Bieber, you know I'ma hit him with the ether. Guns out, wiener, but I gotta keep an eye out for Selena. Beauty in the beast, beauty from the east. Beautiful confession to the priest. Beast, beauty from the streets. You don't get the seats. Somebody gonna match my freak. Beauty in the beast, beauty from the east. Beautiful confession to the priest. Beast, beauty from the streets. You don't get the seats. Somebody gonna match my freak.
Yo, before we get started, I want to know one thing.
Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my nasty? I got stamina, they say I'm an athlete. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, 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 nasty. Is somebody gonna match my nasty? I got stamina, they say I'm an athlete. Is somebody gonna match my freak?
Breakthrough.
Push me and then just hurt me. I can't get no satisfaction.
Do you think about the days when we sat down smoking wine and drinking haze? Oh, was it the other way?
The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so out of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground, blue sanctuary. Trying to be with your touch, oh Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found.
Hit it.
But that shit chicken, why she texting me? Why she keep calling my phone, speaking sexually? Every time I'm out, why she stressing me? You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany.
You wanna guess the color of my underwear? You wanna know what I got going on down there? Is it pretty in pink or see-through? Is it showing off my brand new lower
For this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main. Eminem, sweet like candy cane.
I just wanna be part of your symphony. We hold me tight and not let go. Symphony, like a love song on the radio.
Pop it, let it bang. For this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main.
I give a rhyme on dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. Rhyme dust, I give a rhyme on dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust.
Who's standing in the front yard yelling? Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Fuck the back page yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the back page yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Dust. I give a rhyme on dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
What you gonna do with all that junk inside that trunk?
I'ma get you drunk, get you love drunk off my hump.
What you gonna do with all that ass inside them jeans?
I'ma make you scream, make you scream.
work is mysterious and important.
Now tell me how you love it. You know you at the top and only heaven's right above it. We own it's Young Money, motherfucker. If you ain't running with it, run from it, motherfucker. Alright, now somebody show some money in this bitch. And I got my bees with me like some honey in this bitch. You dig? I got my gun in my boot purse and I don't bust back because I shoot first.
Soulja Boy, tell 'em how the back of it. Turn my swag on. Took a look in the mirror, said, what's up, what's up? Yeah, I'm getting money. Oh, how the back of it. Turn my swag on. Took a look in the mirror, said, what's up, what's up? Yeah, I'm getting money. Oh, Soulja Boy, tell 'em how the back of it.
Bad from me back, where you get your bada from? Thing when me get, but I come from Afghanistan. Then I want to see this cross, make me a big on me hand. Bada man, you know me vibes gone done. Lyrics them a fire like a bullet from a gun. Big bada man from outer England. When me lyrics start fire, watch out some wire. Long walk with the rapper pam pam. Bada dan, bad from me back, where you get your bada from? Thing when me get, but I come from Afghanistan. Then I want to see this cross, make me a big on me hand.
Hit me.
It seems you would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep. Cause they fill the open air and leave teardrops everywhere. You think me good, but I would just stand there.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. Pursuit to be happy, only laughing like a child. I never thought life would be this sweet. It got me cheesy from cheek to cheek, hey, hey. And I ain't gonna wait for nothing, cause that just ain't my style. better. Today's gonna be the best day ever.
No, 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 baby, no, 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 don't lie. No, 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 yeah, you no, 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 you gotta try. What you gonna do when it all comes out? See what you're all about. No, 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 baby, no, 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 don't lie.
Oh my, good Lord. I never take a day off. Work around the clock, my engineer getting paid off. Rock like Ace up, like the weed and take off. So high, cannot see. 8 off. Now I got these rappers all breaking up a sweat. Cause every time I get up on the mic, it come correct. And I learned it from the best. Always dressing something fresh. With a full little dime, big butt and nice chest.
Baby, it's so deep, you know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
Birds of a feather, we should stick together. I know I said I'd never think hope wasn't better alone. Can't change the weather, might not be forever, but if it's forever, it's even better.
Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? One more time.
Birds of a feather, we should stick together.
Do you have to let it linger?
One more time.
Make me this, bring me up, bring me down. Play it with, make me move like a freak. Mr. Saxo beat, make me this, brings me up, brings me down. Play it sweet, make me move like a freak. Mr. Saxo beat.
We're having an all-night revival. Some call the women and some will steal the Bibles. Folks say my survival. Baptize me in a bottle of bean for Johnny on the vinyl.
Whoa, I never meant to break, but I got him where I want him now. Whoa, it was never my intention to break, to steal it all away from you now. But God, does it feel so good? 'Cause I got him where I want him right now. And if you could, then you know you would. 'Cause God, it just feels so.
We're having an all-night
That's like common sense, I hear.
Yeah, wait a minute. Eat it how you live it. 10 toes in when girls just wanna dance. And girls just wanna have fun.
Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait.
Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe.
Wait, they don't love you like I love you.
I miss you so bad, I miss you so bad.
Wait, they don't love me like I love you.
But here's my number, so call me maybe.
Oh, what a night. Late December back in 63. What a very special time for me. And I remember one night.
I should go and warn her.
Ooh, you think that she is so cool, kicking back on your couch, making ice from across the room. Wait, I think I've been there too.
Oh, what a night.
She is so cool.
Oh, what a night.
She is so
I can feel it through me, baby.
We could go plan for plan. Fuck that, we can go M for M. Put on no for the Maybach truck. Double line with the factory rim. I got the 90 years, the version of the bride with a real threat. It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear. I'm not in a mood 'cause my flight they're late. So I jumped on a private jet and I'm asking a pilot the ETA. Lambo parked on a landing strip. Everyone in my gang and my DJ pay. Why is my man talking about inshallah? These times he don't even pay.
I was left to my own devices. Many days fell away with nothing to show.
At the Pink Pony Club, I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I wanna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?
Down at the Pink Pony Club, I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club.
Hey, Slim Shady, I see the bar, cause she be bad, baby. Hey, I feel you creeping, I can see it from my shadow. Wanna jump up and holler, Houdini Gallardo. Baby, go to my place and just kick it like Tybo. Possibly gonna order up, watch me stack that hat all on the floor. Stack that hat, give me some more. Stack that hat till you get so. Stack that hat, stack that hat all on the floor. Stack that hat, give me some more. Stack that hat till you get so. Stack that hat.
Well, you know you make me wanna shout, kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, throw my head back and shout. Come on now, don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say yeah, 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 yeah. Shout, hey, 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 hey. You know you make me wanna stop, 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 You know you make me wanna.
Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away, get away, get away. Better know that I don't and I won't ever stop. Cause you know I gotta win every day. You really wanna pop me. Just know that you will never pop me. And I know that I gotta be a little cocky. You ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go and then I gotta get it, then I gotta flow and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing a nigga think that he be doing, cause it doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna dead it. Then I'm gonna murder everything and anything about a boom, about a bing. I gotta do a lot of things to make it clear to a couple niggas that I always win and then I gotta get it again and again and again.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute.
Hold up.
Everybody in the booth can tell myself apart from you. Now that we're dancing, people, dancing, people, dancing, people, dancing,
Happy after joint dancing, dancing on the people, people dancing on the people. I got people on the people, people dancing on the people with the people on the people. Smoking CO2, dancing on the booth, hanging from the people on the people. My I got people on the people, people dancing on the people.
Smoke weed every day, 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 day,
I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my cellar missing. Pull up to the scene with my cellar missing. Pull up to the scene with my cellar missing. Pull up to the scene with my cellar missing.
Put the fries in the bag.
Who do you want me to be? Cause I'm too messy, and then I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job, then you asked where the hell I've been. And I'm too perfect, so I open my big mouth. I want to be me, is that all? Power in my ears like a kid. When your words mean nothing, I go la la la. I'm turning up the fire when you speak. Cause if my heart can't stop it, I'll find a way to run and I go. And I'm too clever, and then I'm too fucking dumb. You hate it when I cry, and this is that time of the month. And I'm too perfect, so I show you that I'm not. 1,000 people I could be for you, and you hate the fucking love.
You're as cold as ice. You're willing